did Randy fuck Steph? That's become such a thing.
I've only heard that recently. When I was there, having been around Randy, I would think no, because he was so awkward around broads that I don't see that. I have no idea though.
We asked Lanny, and he said only 2 people would have the answer. One of them's dead, the other's not talking. So.
Right, and that sounds like a good impersonation. He is too much, isn't he?
He's so much Lanny. There's a lot of Lanny when Lanny's there. You get a lot of Lanny. Cedar Rapids, I heard a story that you and Kevin Nash told Macho Man that you guys would shave your heads if Macho Man did it first. Is this a true story? Were you ribbing him or being serious?
Yeah, we were. I remember talking to Mach. I'm a huge Mach fan. My first big-time angle was against Mach. It was Machismo versus Macho. And, I hung out with him a lot. I remember, Mach was so wound, so tight. One time he had the custom-made cowboy boots from the Austin Hall Boot Company. I remember saying, "Whoa, Mach, nice boots." "What do you mean by that?" Your boots are nice. I remember one time I'm sitting at the airport bar at the Marriott in Atlanta, and there's nobody's in there. It's just me and Mach sitting right around the corner of the bar, and he goes, "It's not fair." I'm going, "It's not fair." I go, "What do you mean, man?" He goes, "You and Nash get all the pussy. It's not fair." I had to sit there and put Mach over. I had to say, "Bro, you're so cool that you don't even know it." I said, there's girls all around the world that would die, that would love to be with you, Mach. All you got to do is ask. He was real, yeah, I don't know, I don't trust them. And it's,
wow.
But yeah, we did, because he was really doing the comb over and look bad, and I loved Mach. And we go, "Mach, I just said, fuck that. You wouldn't do it." I said, "I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Let's go up to the room." And Kevin, "I'll do it too." And we said, "Okay, well, I'll do it." That's where I remember it. I don't know. We're at the bar too.
Can I ask you to do the Kevin Nash impression one more time that you just did there?
I'll do it. I'll do it too. I don't know. It doesn't even sound like Kevin. Well,
I think you're pissed for all this. You made him sound like an adult. "I'll do it too."
You have to go. No, and you got to remember, Kev always goes, "Well, let me get this right." He always starts his stories "Well, let me get this right."
My question is this: there's a lot of urban legends in the professional wrestling business. However, this one is a little merit because a lot of guys won't touch it. Would you comment, since you have nothing to lose right now, on the infamous rumor about Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon? Again, thanks for taking my call.
Whoa, hold on, dude. What's the rumor?
Well, there is a pretty rumor out there that the reason why Savage is kind of getting the blacklist from Vince Sr., and I'm not in the business, so I can't call Vince Sr., I know that, that he allegedly might have had sex with Stephanie.
What's that got to do with anything? I mean, Stephanie's a grown woman. You know what, brother? Macho, his name has never been uttered again out of Vince McMahon's mouth. And I've been back several times to SummerSlam, with Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton. I've gone back to Monday Night Raw's big anniversary, 20th or 30th anniversary. And you're right, brother. The Macho Man's name has never been mentioned. But you know what? I just, if that's true, maybe that's why he never went back there.
Very well.
I'm going to do a little digging now, brother. You know what?
I should be a little smarter.
Well, you know what? I don't know if he's smarter or if he was just going for broke, man. But you gotta give him props for going out on a limb, bro.
Right. All right, Hulk. Thank you very much.
Virginia.
Mike Campbell, 41mania.com. Do you know if there's any truth to the long-standing rumor that Randy Savage slept with an underage Stephanie McMahon?
All right, people. I'm sorry. You know as well as I do, if there was any way that I could validate this with any evidence or at least even a rumor, that I would be more than happy to do so on videotape. But no, I didn't even hear this until a couple of years ago. And I don't know where it came from. The timeline doesn't work to me, and also I never heard anybody when I was up there. It's just in the past few years that this has popped up. I think it's one of those. I'd love to have something on it, but I think it's one of those Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake are brothers or.
Light. Now, what happens next is when WCW gets bought out. Vince McMahon buys WCW. We all remember that. And what happens? All of these former WWE wrestlers start to come home. Hogan, Nash, Hall, Ric Flair, everybody was coming back to the WWE except for one guy. Randy Savage. And this is where you get the rumors starting up again, because we've all heard the rumors of Stephanie McMahon. We've all heard them. They've been out there. Nobody seems to know why this rumor exists or where it came from, but apparently some people think that Randy Savage had an affair with Stephanie McMahon when she was young. And that is why he is blacklisted from the WWE. That's why Vince McMahon did not even acknowledge his existence after he left. And apparently it might have been the only thing to explain why Randy Savage was never allowed back in when everybody else had seemingly more heat with Vince than he did. Why is he the one that doesn't come back? And you know what? They went there. I can't believe they went there. Now, Randy Savage put that video up on his website years ago where he responds to some interview that Triple H had where he called him a dinosaur and it pissed him off. So Randy Savage, of course, was very full of energy and very high-strung back then. This might have even been around the same time that he released that rap album, remember? So Savage seemed like he was going a little crazy. But in the video, he calls out not only Hulk Hogan, but Triple H. Says he's going to slap the shit out of him and take his wife, Stephanie. Now imagine that. Imagine if there was something that happened between Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon years ago that nobody knows about except Vince. That was a direct slap right in Vince and Stephanie's face. And that could be a really good reason why we never saw Randy Savage in the WWE. It supports the claim that maybe something did go on. I don't see how that's possible. Randy Savage has been with beautiful women in his life. You know, during the time that this affair would have taken place, Stephanie would not have been that old and not even been that good looking. She's much hotter now than she would have ever looked in 1993, if you ask me. So to me, the affair really didn't make any sense because of the enormous age difference between the two that would have had to exist in, and the fact that Randy Savage, you know, it's not hard for him to get women. He's had some of the most beautiful women ever in the history of the wrestling business, so it's not like he's desperate. So why he would prey on a young Stephanie McMahon, to me, seemed odd. To me, I just always denied the rumors because I'm like, there's no fucking way. That makes no sense. Why the fuck would those two, of all people, have anything to do with each other romantically or sexually? To me, it made no sense. But I gotta tell you, the WWE almost added fuel to this fire, added fuel to this rumor that maybe it really is true. My instincts tell me it is not. But you know what? We cannot 100% confirm that. And I don't think we ever will be able to. And that's exactly what they say in the documentary. We will never know.
Hey, this is William from Fargo. How you guys doing?
William, what's going on?
Hey, got a quick question for you, and I don't even know if you guys will comment on this, but there's a long-time Internet story going around, and can you guys comment on, after doing business with everybody else, Vince McMahon never did business until the Hall of Fame with Randy Savage, and the reason for that?
Till the Hall of Fame?
He still hasn't done business.
Okay. And any reason for that?
I think that the reason is the same reason that everyone says.
Okay.
It's the only reason. Okay. It's the reason that everyone in the company says. It's the reason that is the only one that makes any sense. So I think that's the reason.
All right. Very
good.
Come
up with any other reason?
All right. Thanks, guys.
That's the best we can say about that one. Thanks very much for the call.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard that reason from so many people that are not internet rumor mongers. I mean, people who, you know, all I know is that within the company, as far as the top people, they all believe it, and nobody knows for sure because it's never brought up.
You see, I wonder about this because, you know, we've been asked this question for years now.
Yeah.
And it's been the same story for years that, you know, something involving Randy Savage and Stephanie when she was younger and this and that. And, you know, when we first heard this story...
When I first heard the story, I didn't believe it because I just thought it was some story. But then, you know, and I mean, even when people who are very high up in that company, after they left the company, would tell me that story, I still didn't believe it. But, you know, after a certain number of years, when it's just, you know, ideas are brought up for Randy Savage and the reaction, there's something real bad. Because, let's face it, I mean, I couldn't count the number of times Vince said he would never do business with Hulk Hogan, and he always does.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But again, all we're saying is that is what everyone is saying. We obviously have no idea. But it is interesting that you know, it's almost like as time goes by, more people talk about it as if it's what actually happened. And I sometimes...
Actually, as time goes by, more people talk about it trying to say that it didn't happen. You should ask Oliver, because Oliver knows.
Knows the story, or?
No, Oliver knows.
Oh, well, I'll talk to Oliver then.
Yeah, Oliver knows.
All right. Well,
now I got Oliver in trouble.
now you did. So there you go. Oh, look what you've done here.
Yeah.